The Jedi Council member Ki-Adi Mundi was renowned throughout the Jedi Order for not only being one of the most powerful, but wisest Jedi Masters that resided there. Even among the Council, he was held in extremely high esteem. He was a battle master, and he was patient. He was the definition of what a Jedi should strive to become. Mundi was also renowned for being one of the most successful Jedi Masters of the Order, as he had trained several apprentices to knighthood. This of course being the ultimate reason and goal how a Jedi Knight becomes a master in the first place. Despite being a bit of a rogue when he was younger, even wielding a purple lightsaber to represent this, Ki-Adi Mundi had learned much during his time as a master. Most importantly though, he learned to be attuned to the Force itself, and to listen closely to the minds of others. It was believed that listening to the Force itself, he was only second to Grandmaster Yoda among the Jedi Council. This is in fact why during Order 66, Jedi like Obi-Wan Kenobi failed to sense it, and on the other hand, why a Jedi like Yoda could actually feel the deaths of Jedi throughout the galaxy, and was able to learn that the clone troopers were betraying them. Yoda, though, was not the only Jedi to discover this moments before the clones' attack. Ki-Adi Mundi too sensed this only moments before his death, and before the clone troopers gunned him down. Of course, he was too late. This is exactly what was detailed though, as the clone troopers even stated that they were somewhat afraid of Ki-Adi Mundi and his great power. At the time of Order 66, Ki-Adi Mundi was one of the few Jedi Council members that were stationed in the Outer Rim. Despite being distant from other Jedi, the clone troopers still feared Ki-Adi Mundi. One clone trooper specifically though, named Bakara. Ki-Adi Mundi's squad received Order 66 while they were stationed on the planet of Maigito. Unlike other clone troopers though, the squad grouped together and decided not to attack immediately, as they believed Ki-Adi Mundi was too powerful. The clone squadron determined that they had to attack Mundi when he was focused on something else, and that if they were to attack him when his guard was up, they would all be killed. This moment occurred after Ki-Adi Mundi and the clone squadron again engaged the separatists. The clone troopers managed to block comms that Order 66 had been commenced, as they did not want the Jedi Master to catch on. The moment of attack presented itself when Ki-Adi Mundi approached a narrow bridge that entered into one of the largest cities of the planet of Maigito. As the separatists and droids rained fire against him, Ki-Adi Mundi ordered to charge. It was at this moment that he was overwhelmed by the dark side of the Force, and sensed that something was off. What he was sensing was the actual thoughts of the clone trooper Bakara. In his mind, he could feel that Bakara hesitated, not wanting to shoot down the Jedi Master that had saved his life so many times. However, he could feel the dark side grow within the clone trooper as his thoughts of mercy turned to rage. Bakara began to think of all of his fallen clone brothers that had died during assaults that Mundi had led. Ki-Adi Mundi could sense within the clone trooper's mind the moment that he turned against him. He could see that Bakara was filled with such rage that he blamed Mundi for the deaths of every clone trooper that he had led into battle. This is why, just before Bakara, as well as the other clone troopers fired on Mundi, he briefly turned around, confused at the sight of what he was witnessing. Just then, all of the clone trooper marines opened fire on the Jedi Master. Due to his amazing skill, Ki-Adi Mundi was able to deflect a few blaster bolts that was shot his way, those being among the first that were levied at him. However, Bakara himself landed a successful shot at Ki-Adi Mundi's stomach, and unfortunately, the pain was too intense, and Mundi was forced to drop his guard. At this moment, the rest of the clone troopers opened fire on Ki-Adi Mundi, and he was filled with blaster bolts, killing him nearly instantly. When the battle was over, 3 clone troopers lied dead. But so was the Jedi Master. Following the death of the Jedi Master, Palpatine specifically asked the clone troopers why they had waited so long to kill him. This was the clone troopers' response. In light of Ki-Adi Mundi's battle prowess, the Galactic Marines elected to wait until the Jedi was most vulnerable. But that is how the Jedi Council member Ki-Adi Mundi actually sensed Order 66, but ultimately was still killed by the clone troopers that he trusted. But leave your own thoughts on this in the comments down below, and overall, what are your thoughts on the Jedi Master Ki-Adi Mundi, and ultimately his death? Before you go, be sure to check out my other channel, The Marvelous Wave, where we talk all about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, including news, breakdowns, and theories about all upcoming and past Marvel movies. Link to the channel is in the description below. Thank you guys as always so much for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.